and welcome to Bentley University. My name is Iris Burdrow, and I will serve as today's ceremonial marshal. We are delighted to welcome you all to Bentley University on this very special day. It is my pleasure to call to the lectern the chair of Bentley's Board of Trustees, Paul Condren, member of the class of 1983, and a parent of students from the classes of 2019 and 2022.
Good morning. It is my honor to call to order the 107th Undergraduate Commencement exercises at Bentley University. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff, we come together today to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2026 and to welcome you as the newest members of the Bentley alumni community. As part of this morning's academic procession, we were proud to be joined by members of the Blue and Gold Society, which honors alumni who graduated 50 years ago or more. We are especially delighted to recognize the class of 1976, who are celebrating their 50th reunion this weekend. A round of applause for them. Class of 2026, today is a celebration of you and everything you have accomplished. Congratulations on reaching this important milestone. We are confident you will continue to make Bentley proud, and we look forward to seeing all you achieve in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Condren. Now, if you're able, please rise for the invocation. I invite Adam Reynolds, Director of the Spiritual Life Center at Bentley University, to the lectern to offer this morning's invocation. And please remain standing for America the Beautiful, performed by members of the class of 2026, Michael Lefevre, Tyler Rausch, Connor Salvatore, Matilda Ronke, Andiki Sitipu, and Sumili Soares.
Good morning, and congratulations, class of 2026. The Irish poet John O'Donoghue reminds us that at the heart of every human life is a longing, quote, that quickens the soul with wonder. Graduates, as we gather this morning to celebrate both your achievement and your potential, we seek to bless that longing that carried you to this moment. As you cross this threshold, may you find that quiet but persistent pull within you, not quenched but honed. So often, our deepest longings are beyond words. And yet we pause with a few words of prayer to create a moment of stillness and reflection. To the source of our longing, the one who longs for us, the one who desires our oneness and our flourishing. As we gather to mark this transition, we seek your presence and inspiration. We pause now to remember two students who should be here today. We give thanks for the life and memory of Sophia M. John and Ryan J. Clark. Their absence is painful, but their impact on us is everlasting. As we look upon this remarkable community, this gathering of talent, energy, and passion, our gratitude is beyond words. For the parents and caregivers among us who have known their own deep ache to see the years of nurturing, discipline, sacrifice, and hope reach this milestone, this moment is a true blessing. For the faculty and staff here today, we are grateful to have been entrusted with the formation of these graduates, We have longed to see them live into their full potential, and we have been inspired by their creativity, resilience, and grit. And for our graduates, whose longing brought them to Bentley and sustained them through thousands of hours in class, the unrelenting cycle of assignments and exams, countless pages read and papers written, may that inner hunger burn ever brighter as you step into the chapter ahead. And may we all have the courage to attend to the still, small voice within, trusting it to lead us toward deeper wisdom and greater compassion. Amen.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain,
for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife.
More than self, their country love and mercy more than life.
America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness and every gain divine.
Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
You may be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome our senior class president for the class of 2026, Kevin Harnois, who will address his fellow graduates. This morning, Kevin will be awarded a Bachelor of Science in Finance. Please join me in welcoming Kevin Harnois to the lectern.
When I first found out I was going to give this speech, I was very excited. And then pretty quickly, all the nerves kicked in. Every time I sat down, or even just to think about what I wanted to say, I kept coming back to the same questions. What do you even say at a graduation? Is it possible to capture all 4 years into 4 minutes? How can I talk about all the late nights, all the early mornings, the group projects we somehow survived, the friendships, all the stress, all the growth, and all the moments that in between that just made it worth it without turning this into one big highlight reel? Personally, I don't think you can. So I decided not to try. Instead, I wanted to talk about something that we have mastered over the past 4 years, figuring it out as we go. Let's be honest. There are not that many of us that have followed the exact path we thought we would in our time here. Some of us barely even knew where that line was. We learned very quickly how to nod with confidence while having absolutely no idea what was happening. We learned how to write emails that started with, "Sorry for the late response." And we learned how to survive on Einstein's and the belief that next semester would always be better and easier. Let me tell you, it was not. But we believed it every time. And then there were the group projects. If you have ever wondered what leadership, patience, and crisis management really looked like, it's replying to that one text at 2 a.m. the night before that project is due. "Hey guys, sorry I've been busy." Yet, somehow, we all made it work out. Somewhere along the way, all this chaos did something very important. It changed us into the people who we are today. Even if we didn't notice it at the time, we became more capable and more resilient, because growth doesn't always feel like growth. Sometimes it can feel like stress, confusion, or looking things up 5 minutes before class starts. But here we are, not because we had everything figured out, but merely because we kept showing up. And as much as we would like to think that we did this on our own, we didn't. To our professors, teachers, and faculty, we thank you for challenging us, for supporting us, and for believing in us even when we weren't sure we believed in ourselves. To the staff who were always there, working day and night, often without recognition, thank you for creating an environment where we could learn, grow, and feel at home. And to our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you for the encouragement, the patience, the reminders to keep going, and for showing up for us in ways big and small. None of this would have been possible without any of you, so thank you for that. As we head into whatever comes next, one of the most important things that we take with us is not going to be from our textbooks, but rather from the knowledge that we can handle anything that comes our way. Not everyone needs you to feel ready all the time. You just need to be willing to try, to adapt, and to keep moving forward even if you don't know where you're going. And while we have all proven that we can figure things out under pressure, we have also gotten a little too good at grinding things out, rushing, and always thinking about what comes next. Somewhere between all the syllabi and all the deadlines, we turn life into one very, very long checklist. Finish this assignment, then I'll relax. Get through this next semester, then I'll breathe. Graduate, and then everything magically becomes peaceful and stress-free, which, based on what I've heard from literally anyone older than us, that is not how it works at all. Now, don't get me wrong. Discipline combined with ambition is very powerful. There's nothing wrong with wanting more for yourself. But if you're always chasing, always optimizing, and pushing for more, you will sprint right past your own life. So please remember that your life is also meant to be enjoyed. Don't miss those random Tuesday nights when you stayed up much longer than you should have, talking about everything and nothing at the same time. Don't miss those dumb laughs, the kind that comes from being overtired and overwhelmed. Don't miss those small wins, like finishing a hard week, that one presentation you survived, or realizing you were actually doing okay. You are allowed to work hard and enjoy yourself. You are allowed to have your goals and still rest, and you are allowed to want more, but still appreciate what you already have. If your entire life is in preparation for some future moment, you're going to wake up one day and realize that you never let yourself live in the current one. The goal is not to escape your life, but rather the goal is to experience it. Or, as one of the greatest philosophers of our time, Ferris Bueller, once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. So with that, class of 2026, I am looking forward to everyone's thrilled to announce LinkedIn posts. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations on earning your degree today. I now call to the lectern the 9th president of Bentley University, Ela Brent Kreit, to address the graduates.
Congratulations, Kevin, and well done. Good morning, and welcome to Bentley University's 2026 undergraduate graduation ceremonies. Let me So we're going to start this over again. Let me start by issuing a sincere congratulations to our honoree, Sarah Iselin, to members of the Board of Trustees, to our faculty and staff, distinguished guests, family members, friends, on behalf of the entire Bentley community. Thank you for joining us for this very special day, the 107th Undergraduate Commencement exercises at Bentley University. We're delighted that you're here, and we're honored to celebrate with you. And to the class of 2026, congratulations. This day, your day has arrived, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to your commencement. So what a milestone this is. This is a moment where you can simply look around and see the human spirit at its finest. People cheering one another and finding joy in celebrating others. Yesterday at our graduate school ceremony, I saw toddlers clapping their hearts out as their parents walked across the stage. And today, I know that we'll see parents fighting back tears as our graduates do the same. Whether you are a member of the class of 2026 or one of their devoted supporters, this is a day of pride and happiness, and this is what takes center stage. So enjoy it, revel in it, celebrate it. Parents, my wife Phyllis and I have a sense of what you may be feeling. Last weekend, we attended our son's graduate school commencement. And like many new grads, he's unsure as to what comes next, excited, but also anxious. And what we tell him is this: he'll be fine, to relax, to breathe, and just as I have faith that he'll find his way, I'm confident that every graduate here will as well. The class of 2026, you are extraordinary, even by historical standards. Most of you began here in September of 2022, when conversations about AI were mostly in the abstract. That November, ChatGPT launched. Within 2 years, we began offering an AI major, and now all of you are graduating into a world where AI is woven into daily life. So technology is not the only force transforming our world. We live in a time of intense political polarization with new heights of vitriol, anger throughout our public discourse. Coverage of the war in Iran fills our news feeds and roils international markets. You're entering a major life transition just as our society is experiencing a critical inflection point. But here's the good news. These 4 years that you spent studying, listening, learning, preparing, debating, interning, gaining experience, it's going to pay off. You've earned an education that uniquely positions you to impact the marketplace as well as a human condition. And from here, you'll move forward into this world not as passive bystanders, but as architects of your life and of your career. Now, by this, I don't mean to suggest that you'll be in control of every outcome and never struggle, but that you won't need to reset your course from time to time. You may also recall at our convocation 4 years ago what we mentioned to you. If you remember that day, I told you from day one to expect to fail occasionally. And given the level of rigor at Bentley and the demands on your time and attention while you're here, I'm sure you've had disappointments or missteps. And if you haven't, don't worry, I assure you they're coming. But I don't tell you this to stress you out or to make you anxious. It's just the opposite, in fact. I'm telling you this so that you can relax. Failure will come for you one way or another. And there's more good news. When it does find you, you get to choose how to respond. Now, I'm pretty old, and I failed plenty of times. I won't bore you with the details, but I will tell you my approach to dealing with it. Get back to work. Each time I've stumbled, I've kept working. Not always using the same method, but continuing to endeavor just the same. That's a strategy that applies across generations, across technologies, and eras. If you keep working at it, you'll stay in the game. And I assure you, effort still matters. That's how you'll find success. Or as President Theodore Roosevelt put so aptly, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of good deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, and who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. All of our graduates here today have already chosen to step into that arena. You have already proven that you are capable of hard work. You're resilient and tenacious. And these qualities that will hold you in good stead as you face the future, no matter what it brings. So as much as today marks the beginning of the next chapter in your lives, it is also a moment to pause, to reflect, to breathe, to take stock of where you are, because this moment is a result of your own determination and effort. Carry forward by support of family, friends, faculty, mentors, and classmates who believed in you and who walked alongside you. When the road feels uncertain, as it will, remember this moment. You came to Bentley not knowing what would come next. You made it through disappointments, challenges, and doubt. You persevered and you overcame, and you are stronger for it. So when you cross this stage today, you earn a credential that recognizes what you've accomplished. But make no mistake, none of us arrives at a moment like this alone. And so at this moment, graduates, I'd ask you to please join me in thanking those who made this journey possible. Your friends, your classmates, the faculty and staff who challenged and supported you, but most especially your families whose encouragement and sacrifice and belief in you carried you to this day. So class of 2026, know this: we are endlessly proud of you. You leave here equipped not only with the skills and knowledge to shape your own futures, but with an emergent sense of self and with the ethical principles of good business that will guide and impact you across your career. We will be watching with great anticipation as you contribute, build, and lead in ways that are better for all of us. Congratulations. Enjoy every moment of this day. You've earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, President Crite. I am now calling the Lectern Chair, Condren, to confer this morning's honorary degree to Sarah Iselin, who will be hooded by Sue O'Connell from the class of 1990.
Sarah Iselin, successful leader in the public health sector, an impactful civic-minded citizen. we are proud to confer upon you today the honorary degree of Doctor of Commercial Science. Throughout your career and your engagement in the greater community, you have been a living example of business for good, the good of companies you serve and lead, and the peoples whose lives are improved by the change you drive. As President and CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts, you oversee one of the largest independent Blue Cross Blue Shield plans in the country. The numbers are impressive. Under your leadership, the company manages more than $20 billion in healthcare spending. It counts nearly 3 million members and employs more than 4,000 people. More impressive, perhaps, is the feedback. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts is consistently recognized as one of the nation's best health plans for member satisfaction and quality. You enjoyed incredible success at the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts Foundation, where the roadmap to coverage that you helped develop contributed to the passage of Massachusetts' landmark 2006 health reform law, which resulted in the lowest uninsured rate in the country and later became the model for the Affordable Care Act. You have served the people of this Commonwealth in numerous and myriad ways. As Commissioner of the state's Division of Healthcare, Finance, and Policy, as well as on boards including the Greater Boston Chamber of Commerce, Boston Green Ribbon Commission, Blue Cross Blue Shield Association, Blue Health Alliance, and Solace Mammography. Today, we offer our deep admiration for all that you've accomplished for the health of Massachusetts and the people that call our great state home. Therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts on the Bentley University Board of Trustees, we confer upon you, Sarah Iselin, the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa. We hold it both a pleasure and honor to do so.
I now call upon Sarah Iselin to deliver the commencement address.
Wow. Thank you, Paul. I can't understate how extraordinarily meaningful this is to me. I also want to thank Dr. Creit, the Board of Trustees, all the faculty and staff who make Bentley the incredible place that it is. But most of all, congratulations to Kevin and all of you, the members of the class of 2026. It's an extraordinary honor to be here with all of you, and it's an honor to be here with all the people who helped you on your journey, those who pushed and inspired and dreamed with you. And as a mom, I'd like to give a special shout out to those people who might have maybe nagged you a little bit along the way, your professors, your parents, your siblings, your chosen family, your friends, coaches, your mentors. Good job, fellow nags. Let's give you a hand too. And now, before I go any further, I have to make a little confession, which is that I have never spoken at a commencement before. And in fact, I didn't actually even go to my own college graduation. But my assignment, nevertheless, in less than 12 minutes, is to give you life advice. And I'm not going to pretend that I have wiser advice than anyone else here. And in fact, what I'm going to do is give you 3 pieces of truly bad advice that I've gotten over the years. And the reason is because that bad advice has probably taught me more than anything else. And those of you who are graduating or who have graduated, who are finance majors, will know these as inverse signals. So the first up is always follow your passion. Notice how that advice tends to be given by people with lots of inherited wealth. Little did I know. My first passion was art, which might sound a little unexpected for somebody who now leads a health insurance company of our size. But when I was a teenager, art was my escape. I really didn't feel like I fit in the world in which I grew up. I grew up on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., in a world that was obsessed with politics and power. And at the time, I had purple hair, the color of red cabbage, and 5 earrings in each ear. And I wanted to make different worlds that I could escape to. I fell in love with abstract photography and bookbinding and making paper out of plants. And so that's what I did, and I chose art school for college. But by the time I earned my degree, I had come to terms with the fact that making art could be a lonely and unpredictable business. Not to mention it had another complicating factor that in my case was called paying my rent. So I went and found my first job, kind of stumbled into an entry-level job in a home care agency. And I got to accompany nurses visiting patients in their homes. And they were often the most vulnerable elderly among us, living on their own. And I got to see firsthand how the healthcare system helped so many of them, but also the many, many ways in which it let them down. And that was the start of my journey in healthcare, finding ways to help people in their most vulnerable moments, using the power of government and business to try to build a more equitable, more affordable system. And then along the way on this journey, I realized I had found something more powerful than a passion. I had found my own sense of purpose. And put simply, I discovered, and I still aspire to be, a helper. I had figured out that the way to give my life meaning was to really work to make my life matter. Because the truth is, your passions they will change and evolve with time. But a purpose is who you are. And no matter how many twists and turns my career has taken, my purpose has stayed the same. And I suspect that a sense of purpose is what brought many of you to Bentley, the desire to be a force for good. And that is a big goal. It's a daunting goal that can feel hard in our big, complicated world. But you are extraordinarily well armed with everything you've learned here, how to think critically, how to make decisions with integrity and form deep human connections here at college, in your community, at your jobs. And my hope for you is that your passions intersect with your purpose like mine eventually did. You're going to have so many passions ahead of you. Your career, your family and friends, the pursuit of lifelong learning. There's going to be an incredible amount to balance. And that brings me to my second piece of truly, I think, bad advice, which is to find work-life balance. This one nearly drove me nuts. It's a lie, it's a trick. I am convinced that it is designed to induce guilt. And as a CEO, as a parent of 3 kids, and as a daughter of 2 aging parents, I can tell you that balance is an absolutely impossible standard. Because the truth is, you're going to throw yourself into your career and into your family and into your friends and into so many other things, and you will feel excited and energized and deeply in love and inspired and wholly and totally inadequate, often all at the same time. You'll work to make the world a better place. You'll try to help people be the best they can be. You'll do your best to figure out every day, in any given moment, who needs you the most and what in that moment you actually have available to give. You will never be half a business leader and half a family member perfectly in balance. And like the movie says, it turns out you will be everything, everywhere, all at once. And in adulthood, if you're doing it right, you will be pulled in a million directions. You'll be tugged toward jobs, relationships, your pets, mountains, sunsets, in my case, dark chocolate, all the things that bring you joy. And if you're lucky, your life will be so full that it won't ever feel in balance. And that brings me to my third inverse signal, which is the meaning of your diploma. You've probably heard this since birth. Go to college, get your degree. And back when I finished college, I thought, well, that's that. I'm done. I've got this gorgeously inscribed piece of paper that proves it. And now let me be clear. I do think college is wonderful. College matters. Your degree matters. Dr. Crate, I'm emphasizing a Bentley degree is worth every penny, every hour. But it is the start of something. It's not the end of anything. And what it means is that you've worked hard enough and you've studied long enough to keep learning. And even at my advanced age, and even with this spectacular new doctorate, I am still learning. And every day I encourage our employees to keep learning too, because it's the only way to make real change in our business and in our world and in ourselves. And learning takes courage, the courage to make mistakes, to have an open mind, to try new stuff, and to look foolish along the way, and to sometimes break things. And recently I've been learning all about a kind of art that is actually about broken things. It's called kintsugi. It's the ancient Japanese art of repairing broken pottery, where the broken parts are sealed with seams of pure gold or silver. And so instead of hiding the cracks, it celebrates them, it honors them, it celebrates the beauty and the brokenness. And life is a constant, amazing, surprising process where you do that over and over again. And so I encourage you, be brave enough to learn. You will surprise yourself and perhaps even discover yourself along the way. Now, I know that many of you are going to leave today and head out into the business world. And in business, we talk a lot about return on investment. And it is totally normal to be thinking about that, to think about yours, your grades, your degrees, your career, your financial status, your own key performance indicators, your KPIs. But it really does feel like those KPIs are all in flux right now. Careers are changing, the world is changing, and after today, there are no more grades to tell you how you're doing, which for some of you probably feels pretty amazing. But for others of you, that it may feel a little scary. But I'm gonna let you in on a secret, which is that every single class that graduates feels that exact same way. Bentley's first class graduated in 1920 into a world ravaged by the First World War. The class of 1929 graduated into the Great Depression. The class of 1941, the Second World War. And since then, we've had classes graduate into things they never could have imagined back in 1920. A man on the moon 60 years ago. Rockets taking us to the dark side of the moon just 6 weeks ago. Robots on Mars, diseases cured, the Red Sox winning the World Series 4 times, a world that is constantly remaking itself. And through it all, I promise you, every single class finds their purpose. They find a million ways to be joyful, a million ways the world is beautiful, and a million ways to make it better using all the values that you have learned in your time here. Kindness, integrity, respect for the inherent worth of every human being. And your values won't change. They will drive your sense of purpose. They'll keep you learning, and they'll help you build a full, amazing, wildly out of balance life. And that is my wish for all of you. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. I cannot wait to see what you do next. And with that, let's hear it for the class of 2026 and all that lies ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. I call to the lectern Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Paul Teslick, to offer congratulations on behalf of the faculty, announce the 2026 Faculty Awards, and preside over awarding of degrees.
Greetings and congratulations, class of 2026. I am honored to be with you this morning as we celebrate the completion of this portion of your academic journey, which has been years in the making. You've accomplished a great deal in your time at Bentley. Our dedicated faculty of teachers scholars have so enjoyed helping you achieve your goals and supporting your journey to this special day. Would all the members of the Bentley University faculty please stand if able so that we can express our appreciation for your outstanding efforts. I see you out there. Please stand. Thank you. Also, I'm pleased to share that 7 of our talented faculty members were recently honored for their academic excellence and unwavering dedication to our students. Today, we celebrate their achievements along with yours. The Gregory H. Adamian Award for Excellence in Teaching was presented to Elizabeth Ledoux, Assistant Professor, English and Media Studies and Director of Media Programs. We are also proud to recognize outstanding scholarship by our faculty. The 2026 Excellence in Scholarship Award was given to Elfie Stravolatsky. Congratulations, Elfie. The Bentley University Award for Outstanding Scholarly Contribution was given to 4 deserving members of our faculty. I'll name each of them and ask us to recognize them after I do so. Brian Fox, Associate Professor of Management; Ronnie Hightash, John E. Rhodes Professor of Accounting; Marika Molman, Associate Professor, Computer Information Systems; and Jeff Proudfoot, Professor and Chair of Computer Information Systems. Congratulations. And finally, we honor excellence in academic advising and mentorship. The Joseph M. Cronin Award for Excellence in Academic Advising and Mentoring was presented to Eric Graynor, Lecturer in Accounting. These outstanding faculty represent just a small sample of the world-class talent at Bentley. We are pleased and proud to recognize these award winners this afternoon and thank all of our faculty for their contributions to the academic community every year. And it is now my distinct honor to present the candidates for graduation and to oversee the conferral of degrees. Today, we celebrate an exceptional group of undergraduate students who have fulfilled the rigorous requirements of their degree programs. Through your perseverance, dedication, and hard work, you have earned the academic recognition you receive today. As you cross this stage, you join a distinguished global network of nearly 68,000 Bentley alumni who are making meaningful contributions, using their education to create positive change. With this milestone comes responsibility and opportunity. We are confident that you will rise to this moment, applying your talents, integrity, and vision in a world that greatly needs your leadership. At this time, I invite President Creit to join me as we announce the graduates of Bentley University's class of 2026.
Kevin James Harnois. Nicholas Robert Knowles. Ava Armanuhi Movsesian. Evan P. Murray. Krish Dilip Sanklecha. Abigail Rose Van Voorhis. Allison Audrey Weno. Lucas Alexander Dano. Ryan M. Smielek. Domini Kishore Ahuja. Jakob Akil. Isabel Rudko Ballinger. Colin Charles Anderson. Undram Angar. Hillel Angel. Hannah Catherine Angel. Haley Linda Sue Bardorf. William James Barrett, Mackenzie Taylor Bennett, Linda Blessinger, Brianna Foswia Asafuaje Frempong Boateng, Erica Rose Borzone, Chloe Haley Bucks, Lauren Elizabeth Burns, Max J. Byron, Madison Olivia Calvert, Logan Scott Carlson, Ruben Lee Chorney, Cassandra Lee Cohen, Stacy Correa, Skylar Madison Damian, Jonathan Mark Damore, Rebecca Maria DePietro, Josh LeVay DeWolf, Costas Dimogeny, Holly Rose DiPaolo, Michael Giovanni Doria, Sarah Patricia Early, Christina Esserian, Carter Mason Ferrara, Alexandre Fishbane Marcon, Kate Elizabeth Ficken, Nicholas Panos Phidias, Jason Tarek Ford, Andrew Freger, Paul Fromageau, Dyson Alexander Gebhardt, Ryan Patrick Gloop, Emily Hannah Godek, Kaylee Ann Golden, Alexis Kathleen Goodney, Anna Priscilla Grondin, Zoe Alexis Grondin, Thomas Joseph Grzywinski, Riley Elizabeth Hamill, Wynne Gareth Hammond, Jackson George Harris, Owen Hegarty, Kevin Daniel Heinz, Renee David Hernandez, Miriam Denya Hamina, Madeline Hobbs, Gabriel Holmes, Alexander Richard Horbatz, Sarah Ann Houston, Sierra E. Howard, Sophie Brooke Hubert, Abigail Hunsinger, Robert Joseph Iannacone, Aliyah Vanessa Isaacs, Daria Ivaknenkova, Sidhani Jaggi, Pari Jane, Caitlin Rose Keenan, Morgan Rose Kingsley, Rainer Jeremy Lee, Jennifer Lima, Connor Baudin Lheureux, Jason Ling, Ziyu Bella Liu, Serena Antonella Longo, Corey Lusty, Lauren McCright, Jacob Scott McGlinchey, Thomas McGrath, Liam Kenneth McGuire, Sanay Samir Mehta, Colin Michael Minarek, Trinity Moulton, Allison L. Moynihan, Aidan Thomas Murphy, Skyla Shay Nolan, Nilufar Norian, Amanda Harley Novak, Madeline O, Sharon Pan, Vincent Charles Paratore, Dave Jagdish Kumar Patel, Priyanka Patel, Shiv Girish Patel, Timothy Patterson, Ryan Patrick Pelkey, Eden Francis Pickett, Sophia Elizabeth Pope, Madeline Rose Powers, Provencher, Maria Teresita Quintero Vincenti, Isabella Ramirez Perdomo, Rao, Michael David Raphael, Skylar Tate Roberts, Adriana Grace Rodriguez, Hai Lian A. Rowan, Christopher Rowe, Mario Andres Rueda, Chase Marshall Ryan, Melanie Sanchez, Maya Marie Santos, Brianne Page Scott, Diego Silvas Cano, Dimitri Nectarios Sarametis, Adelia Sarakanova, Madeline Nicole Seymour, Jared William Shea, Chen Helen Shen, Yokubas Skirdenis, Hunter Malachi Smith, Zachary Spitznagel, Ava Isabella Springfield, Emma Anastasia Stefano, Summer Stelling, Jordan Oliver Tanjung, Nathan Brian Tang, Ava Tavares, Richa Thapa, Ava Claire Tino, Alexandra Haley Tufts, Rayanne Antoine, Jamilia Tuleutayeva, McKenna Reed Walsh, Samuel Walters, Jacob Waxman, Alexander Nicholas Weaver, Joseph Daniel Whalen, Taylor Elizabeth White, Emily Yap, Zhong Wen Yi, Jane Haley Yegorova, Jack Young, George Thomas Bolton, Parker Coleman, Matthew Thomas Cummings Jr., Thomas James Goonan, Stephen Hardiman, Patrick Finton Heber, Timothy Michael Ori, Carla Nalani Bawden Sorensen, Erin Ruth Brown, Liam Brooke Harris. Angela Nicole Holland. Madison Cecilia McLaughlin. Sierra Simone Norman. Makuta Cynthia Thomas. Anasha Villegas Brown. Grace Yee. Sahim Abdel Noor. Mohammed Aldakil. Pablo Juan Abelo. Lily Abu Jaude. Talal Ramzi Abu Taleb. Sebastian Acevedo. Katie Ray Acherno. Elizabeth Ellen Ackles. Declan Mark Adams. Jero Junas Adams. Papa Yo Ado. Paris Lawrence Afiuni. Lucas Anthony Aguiar. Braden Anthony Ayeta. Merva Akhtanes. Saba Tarek Aladsani. Sheikha Khalid Aladsani. Jawan Ahmed Al-Awadi. Ali Ahmad Alayan. Lujain Al-Dwayson. Saskia Monica Calavale. Essa Yusuf Alessa.
Naif Al-Essa.
Damon William Alexander. Dia Al-Ghanim. Sarah Al-Ghanim. Troy Kahari Allen. Mohammed Al-Nisf. Ziyad R. M. J. Al-Kanai. Christopher Afori Amoyao. Bridget Emily Anderson. Owen David Ankatavanich. Shakti Anamalai. Demetrios E. Antoniadis. Elena Michelle Aparicio. Daniel Richard Appleman. Kevin Tayel Aprea Cabrera. Andrew Arena. Brenda Acevedo. Martha Atacora. Nico Atanosov. James Paul Atkinson. Sadiq Omar Attar. Tom Erurikal Augustine. Kyle Ao Young. Christopher Rene Aubé. Felipe Avellaneda. Maxim Badaev. Alexandra Chuntria Baez. Luri Jesus Baez Diaz. Dylan Lewis Bailey. Amin Bakhtiyor. Joseph Azarak. Sarah Lynette Balaguru. Emma Kate Baldassaro. Olivia K. Balwas. Sahil Anand Banerjee. Anna Bang. Camden Michael Barbaria. Jessica Barker.
There we go.
Brian Jose Barrera. Nicholas Barreze. Ava Caroline Barry. Mariama Barry. Ramon Barua. Brad Hashim Barzanji. Elizabeth Claire Bosha. Matthew Andre Beausoleil. Jonathan Martinez Bedard. Carrie Bell. Ethan June Allen Benjamin. Victoria Elizabeth Bennett. Dylan Michael Benoit. Lucas Benoit. Hannah Benson. Luca Andrea Berardinelli. Ethan Denon Berg. Seth Abbott Hayward Bernard Docker. Alexandre Berouet. Devansh Bhartia. AJ Bilgin. Shifa Bilimoria. Lindsay Cara Bilodeau. Kaylee Rhiannon Black. Jacob Black. Drew John Blackwell. Elizabeth Ann Blinn. Nana Kwame Apenteng Boama. Makayeli Sky Boisvert. Isaac Herman Borden. Ryan Bordieri. Madeline Sue Bosse. Andrew Nathaniel Boston. Cole Alexander Boswell. Nicholas Gino Bottoni. Peyton Clara Bujala. Michael George Boutros. Jacqueline Lorraine Brady. Maya Maureen Brady. Alejandro David Brillenborg. Luke Joseph Britton. Justin Steele Brochu. Connor Robert Brophy. John Michael Brosnan. Connor James Brown. Dylan George Brown. Ella Brown. Russell Paul Brown. Massimiliano Federico Bruno. Avery Elizabeth Breyer. Bo T. Bui. Thaer Basil Bergan. Cesar Diego Cáceres. Ariana Cadet. Johanna Christine dos Santos Cardoso. Andrea Velasquez Novoa. Alexa Weddle Vigil. Sofia Flores Romero. Victoria Elena Perez Villalobos. Renee Francisco Umanya Rodriguez. Surin Amar Shamsi. Renee Chelsea Asafo Ajay. Louis Brian Jackson Cahill Rogers. Sandy Kai. Jake Calabro. Austin Calarco. Brandon Mauricio Calle. Jake Ryan Camuso. Alexander Canistra. Benjamin Robert Kaplan. Matthew Michael Caputo. Mackenzie Lynn Carey. Jane Emily Carney. Benjamin Aaron Carpenter. Joseph Thomas Carroll. Adriana Kate Casanova. Christopher Hayden Kasim. Stephen Castagna. Michelle Catano. Omar Chagori. Kate Lynn Champeau. Wayne Chan. Nikolai Charlier. Stephen John Chase. Adil Anwar Chaudhry. Vienna Chen. Jinben Chen. Patrick Junhao Chen. Li Chen. Samantha K. Chen. Omar Charity. Rosa Lakana Chai. Jaidar Chopra. Edwin Churiego. Harry Chow. Rachel Christopher. Celia Chu. Christopher Chung. Anthony Jeffrey Ciccolini. Chase Nelson Clark. Samuel Peter Clark. Brendan Lewis Clymer. Caroline Alana Cloxton. Eva Sivan Cohen. Joshua Atendre Campo. Brian Gregory Connolly. Ryan Thomas Connolly. Camden McCabe Constantine. Caitlin Elizabeth Conway. Michaela Andriani Cooper. Justin Lewis Coppola. Nicolas G. Correa Munoz. Alexandra Korshen. Olivia Rose Korsha. Cam Anthony Kozenzi. Kayla Rebecca Costa. Jonathan Charles Cotta. Patrick Robert Covino. Kyle Thomas Craig. Tyler Nicholas Craig. Alina Grace Crosby. Hannah Sue Croteau. Myers Cuddy. Rodrigo Cuesta Herrera. Sama Saif Abu Zahra. Nadia Alyssa Nimer. Aiden James Cunningham. Tiernan Patrick Curley. William Carmen Dedasis. Luke James Daly. Megan Kathleen Daly. Danasa Karismanta Danusaputro. Mama Darbo. Maxwell Taylor De Silva. Tejas Vivek Dave. Sean Michael DeVersa. Silvana Davi. Charlie Stephen David. Azalia Genesis David Barbosa. James William Davignon II. Patricia Rosibel de Leon. Eduardo de Siervo. Sophia Ann Deerkop. Tyler Chase DeMatteo. Alexander Michael Demosthenes. Jackson Elliott Denham. Andrew Charles Deppy. Ryan Joseph DeSantis. Maxwell Brendan DeShane. Francesca Alexis DeSisto. Natalia M. Desmond. Drew DeStefano. Alex DeVincentis. Sashwat Dhungana. Matthew Stephen Diaz. Connor DiGiacomo. Joseph Lee DiGiovanni. Aiden Delo. Jason Bui Ding. Michaela Elise DiAugustine. Jonathan DiPrizio. Stephen Edward Ditchfield. Ryan Christopher Divelbes. Dan Doe. Mary Doan. Nathaniel Robert Dolder. Jason Matthew Donahue. Bryn Sawyer Dooley. Jack Thomas Doonan. Ishani Himanshu Doshi. Sean Robert Doucette. Natalia Maria Garcia Pacheco Correa. Juan Jose Dumet Hanna. Katrina Dovner. Callie Rose Drozd. Owen Robert Driovic. Shangyu Du. Sahil Kumar Dubey. Ivan Sergey Dubinyan. Jake Thomas Dubois. Ryan Yenaro Dudek. Nathan Lee Dudley. Finnegan S. Duff. Ian Bradley Duffy. Maxwell Duffy. Natalia Grace Dukovich. Camden Michael Dwyer. Sandra Panache Zanya. Kenzo Eric Iguchi. Alon Elbaz. Linus Encio. Jennifer Applebaum. Leslie Eraso Hernandez. Julia Marie Eli. Zachary Erickson. Katrina Asarian. Alessandro D'Angelico. Gianna Olivia Evangelista. Haley Lynn Evans. Jillian Evans. Andeye Amy Fall. Jad Zane Farah. Jeremy Didier Faubert. Colby James Fawnan. Mazen Fayyad. Jake Feen. Nicole Fine. Francesco Joseph Feola. Erika de Vega Fernandez. Matthew Richard Fernandez. Georgina Fernandez Chacon. Lucas Fernandez de Assis. Gabriel Jose Ferreira Petit. Juan Carlos Perea. Alexandra Ferro. Guilherme Figueiredo Berenguer. Ambar Figueroa. Wesley Thomas Fisher. Calvin James Fitch. Margaret Eileen Fitzgerald. Tatum Edward Fitzmaurice. Jacqueline Flores. Jacob Concepcion Flores. Abigail Elizabeth Flynn. Peyton Christopher Foley. Claridene Dior Fonjo Tessa. Jack Ford. Vincent Frager. Anna Elizabeth Fry. Trent Stephen Fucci. Siddhant Parimal Futnawala. Vincenzo Fuentes. Daniel Peter Fung. Nico Louis Ferletti. Gabriella Ann Furtado. Daniel McCarthy Galamaga. Utsav Gambhir. Sanaya Gandhi. Yilugao. Damian Garcia. Nilton Garcia. Felix Garofalo. Roman Gavrilov. Colby Jameson Geddes. J.P. Gencarella. Kyle Leo Gendreau. Devin Ray Janae. Alexander Elias Georgakopoulos. Joseph James Germanetto. Georgios Gertsios. Zachary Gordon Gazarian. Ava Faith Giacoba. John Luca Gianandrea. Peyton Emily Gies. Hannah Paige Giese. Lacil Olga Gilbert. Connor John Gill. Olivia Jordan Gill. Alexander Junio. Ini Gyuka. Braden Burke Glass. Lauren Gabrielle Martel Go. Anisha Goel. Madison Goldberg. Matthias Christian Edward Baker. Connor Joseph Gagne. Wilmer Isaid Gonzalez. Matthew Thomas Gooch. Dylan Richard Gordon. Sean Kenneth Gordon. AJ Gauthaman. Brendan Jan Gray. Patrick Gerald Gray. Eric Ryan Gregory. Theodore Joseph Gress. Patrick Burgess Griffin. Aidan James Griffith. Sarah Morgan Griffith. Sophia Machinskaya. Caden Guimond. Alexandra Rose Gunning. James Guy. Walid Habal. Abrar Jawad Habib. Michael Kaiser Heikel. Kehon Shezad Hamid. Alexander Jean Hananian. Lauren Alana Hunt. Anna Isabella Handel Andino. Brendan James Harmon. Seamus Liam Harrigan. Ryan Michael Harrington. Evan Harting. Zaheen Hassan. Amal Hassan. Maximilian Sigmund Howe. James William Haught. Paulina Tauvry Hem. Sophia Ismalia Henriquez. Avriel Victoria Geraldo Vasquez. Parker Charles Higgins. Gianni Ivalis Hill. Marin Elizabeth Hill. Thomas Hirsch. Taylor James Hodgdon. Cal James Hodge. Josephine Louise Hofstad. Tobias Holguin. Javon Hawley. Samuel Hong. Nolan William Horn. Louis Su. Tian Le Hu. Sejin Huan. Emily Zhuo Lan Huang. Damon Hubiak. Jack Joseph Hughes. Jacob Cole Hughes. Feng Hui Ho. Wilfred Leo Hines III. Nathan Ng. Yanni Nicholas Ioannou. Mohammed Hani Fi Ismail. Andrew James Izzy. Jacob Dale Jackson. Madison Elizabeth Jackson. Nyla Davy James. John Joseph Jennings. Quincy G. Seiyu Jia. Yunfei Jiang. Isabella Jimenez Lara. Monica Lee Johnson. Catherine Elizabeth Johnstone. Benjamin Philip Allen Jones. Austin James Jose. Jason Juarez. Nicole Lydia Juarez. Emily Rose Jundy. Ava Jane Kale. Vedant Kajaria. Pablo Karcha. Nicola George Care. Sophia Virginia Prats Mejia. Philippa Eloise Lacombe. Carrie Lee Carlin. Sean Damar Kastner Jr. Krishna Aaron Keat. Colby Keating. Jack Warren Kelleher. Colin Keneally. Alicia Elias Khalifa. Vriti Kandelwal. Talitha Duran Kanlari. Ansh Khanna. Omar Tarek Kashaba. Selma Temur Kayal. Rajat Khosla. Aidan Richard Kiley. Michael Kim. Sydney Kincaid. Maxwell James Kirby. Sky Rose Kirby. Christina Urea. Matilda Nicole Ronke Colombo. Nolan Kirk Elliott. Matthew Nee. Kyle Gunnar Nell. Morgan Jane Nodler. Gabriela Putri Komala. Kayleigh Adriana Kosko. Zachary Alexander Korakis. Benson Kraft. Isabella Claire Kramsky. Christopher Krantz. Jorge Manuel Cronfle Eljuri. Evan Cool. Nolan Thomas Kurtz. Kylie Marie Lachance. Ahad Salim Lakdawala. Costanza Maria Veronica Diaz de Vivar Angulo. Daniela Sofia Santa Cruz. Juliana Margarita Diaz Donato. Cecile Gautier. Pia Lal. Avinash Kiran Lala. Joseph Gregory Lallier. Karanveer Singh Lally. Calden Lama. Brady Scott Lamberti. Vasiliki Lambrucos. Zachary Thomas Lamora. Anthony Giovanni Landy. Tyler Joseph Lane. Ryan Lawrence Larson. Adriana Elena Lasso Buendia. Jake Latham. Thomas Dante Lorendi. Patrick Michael Lawn. Yanni John Leandro. Connor Murphy Levitt. Daniela Mariana Rosas. Sebastian Gabriel Irizarry. Diego Enrique Diaz Hernandez. Luke Clayton LeBlanc. Eric Ronald LeBron. Michael Anthony Lefevre. Taylor Lynn Leon. Julian Ray Lepler. Ariel Paige Lieberman. Brandon Lynn. Tyra Panita Lynn. Erin Kate Lobick. James Peter Lockhart. Marcos Torres Rodriguez. Fabian Alec Rojas. Fernando Andres Rojas Toro. Beltran Patino. Griffin Thomas Paulus. Emma Grace Lomascolo. Stephen Isaac Lonergan. Trinity Elizabeth Alexandria Long. Trevor Longo. Christian Loparnos. Lorenzo Severiano Lopez Cran. Katardin Lucas. Wilbert Setiawan Lukminto. Ava Lundborg. Andrew McKelvey Lunds. Andrew Edward Lucier. Caroline Diane Linden. Jinyoung Ma. Colby Jason McShane. Ava Lucia Maciso. Rajveer Singh Matre. Kyle Patrick Pearson. Christopher Richard Pelletieri. Catherine McLeod. Juliet Mary Matsuba. Matthew C. Maggiore. Matthew Mahler. Rachel Patricia Meyer. Ryan Millett. Marina Andrea Malozzi. Alex Manus. Tristan Matthew Mangubat. Adrian Marcel. Andrea Domenica Marcelli. Sophia Grace Marchant. Wyatt Marcoux. Mark Benjamin Marget. Mariano Jose Marina Ray. Louis Harry Marcopoulos. Eduardo Marquez. Lawrence Schuyler Pemberton. Cameron Ann Pep. James Perez. Samantha Sarai Marroquin. Kelchi Marshall. Ryan Martins. Jade Mastrangelo. Sean Matthews. Jaden D. Mauro. Cashman James McClure. Jack Robert McComsky. Jack McCosh. Evan J. McDonald. Samuel Baldridge McDonough. Jennifer Perez Sandoval. Andrew McGoldrick. Seamus Daniel McIntyre. Theodore Joseph McLaughlin. David Michael McLean Jr. Charles McClellan. Becky McNamara. Nicole Renee McNaughton. Satvik Nandan Reddy Medapati. Sanya Melwani. Brian Moreda Lopez. Ivana Assi Mercado Lugo. Yarlin Merida. Arlo Grant Merritt. Zachary Christopher Merritt. Ariadne Celeste Metzler. Jillian Lee Miles. Leo Miller. Kevin Matthew Millington. Samantha Minton. Amanda Rose Mintz. Michaela Merkin. Madison Christine Madugno. Muna Mohammed. Robert Luke Mollenhauer. Pablo Montilla. Gracie Lynn Moore. Skylar Marie Moore. Stephen Mornote. Taylor Ann Morris. Sean William Moseson. Grace Sophia Motisi. Mariam Mokadem. McKenna Lynette Wamuhu Kayu Muigai. Ali Wamid Mujali. Alyssa Celeste Mulligan. Connor James Mullen. Mason Matthew Murphy. Tyler John Murphy. Henry Lawrence Murphy IV. Gavin Alexander Murray. Kyle Patrick Murray. Ryan Muse. John Joseph Mutkowski. Abigail Nakasone Amaguin. Leandro Nino Naus. Jack Napier. Matthew Rogelio Nario. Ryan Andrew Noss. Marvins Nazaire. Emmanuel Blay Moquet and Da. Ashland Leon.
This way.
Melanie Perez Cardoso. Brendan Needle. David Negrete Tahuilan. Emma Rose Nelson. Joshua Michael Nelson. Samantha Marie Nelson. Sydney Palma Newman. Joey Ng. Bertina Huen Win. Christopher Tommy Win. Ethan Win. Casey Win. Tao Tan Win. Joseph Isaac Basso Perez. Julian Zamora. Henrique Mata. Max Roisenthal. Nicholas Salge. Brett Nichols. Elizabeth Ann Norco. Christina Ann Norco. Kaylee Pearl North. Sharif Noor. Ryan Sullivan Noyes. Jasmine May Newfer. Alexander Lachlan Nussbaum. Benjamin O'Brien. Jennifer Ocampo. Joseph Robert O'Connell. Kiara Rose O'Connor. Sophia Kim O'Connor Colbert. Lucas Joseph Ostreicher. Griffin Bailey O'Keefe. Daniel Olaya Ponce. Stella Ray Oldakowski. Chelsea Lima Oliveira. Damian Oliveira. Daniel Ralph Oliveira. Bridine Rose Olafson. Nicholas Charles Andrew Olson. Alb Oz Onai. Matthew James O'Neill. Elliot Henry Oni. Mish Ongwen. Desmond Joseph O'Reilly. Ryan Samuel Orr. Maximilian Charles Lampe. Nori Azucena Ortiz. William John Osborne. Jadon Christian Osebre. Ryan Donald Osley. Ria Oswald. Alicia Ellen Ouellette. Kwame Amoa Owusu. Colin Robert Palazzo. Tristan Joseph Palazzo. Joseph Palomba. Dylan Luo Pan. James Pan. Sophia Young Pan. Talar Panosian. Daniel Alberto Pansavecchia. Luciano Fiorini Paoletta. Katerina Papadikis Liakopoulos. Nolan Francis Parcheski. Akash Parek. Alice Bori Park. Alson Pashai. Antonietta Bravo Giusti. Emiliana Antalo. Sabina Chang Klusmeyer. Alessia Ulivi Arcaya. Nicole Brewer. Victoria Mateos Wright. Jose Andres Fuseiferas Cohen. Salomon Salcedo. Rodrigo Bentin. Diego Gutierrez. Ezra David Hamui Dayan. Alberto Mercian Serfati. Oriana Mishali. Nikki Melul Aronov. Giacomo Joaquin Chedron Chiesa. David Menach. David Hamoui. Marco Jose Guzman. Chiara Bellini Mejia. Isabella Maria Mejia. Isabella Paez Cirisi. Santino Manzoni Mendoza. Alexander Seraphim Pasiakos. Audi Manish Patel. Daisy Patel. Dhruv Patel. Sahil Hetalkumar Patel. Abraham Ramos. Devin Miller Perugini. Ryan James Perugini. Theodore Barrett Feifel. Emily Sheila Feil. Lena Lei Fung. Michael Joseph Picard III. Julia Noel Robin Piercy. David Peter Piermateo. Donye Pierre. Kyle Isaac Piersack. Jeffrey Pinaud. Bradley Charles Pinto. Parisa Alexia Pishdadian. Michael Hopkins Pisinski. Andrew James Plate. Issei Amayak Martirosian. Evan Brooks Pocket. Gagik Pogosian. Gracie Augusta Pointer. Damon Pollard. Eric Richard Polvino. Joshua David Pope. Dylan Anthony Potier. Nikolai Bouge Norman Pran. Sarah Giovanna Prebich. Tyler Michael Redondo. Shunan Chi. Lauren Caroline Quick. Louise Quispe. Colby Axel Radzom. Talia Michelle Raffel. Fazil Ajas Rana. Omar Shakil. Mohammed Hamza Rana. Sean Rana. Josephine Samuela Ruffino. Tyler Nelson Roush. Rima M. Reddy. Cowan Regis. Julenio Alberto Reynoso. Stephanie Ramos Ribeiro. Lily A. Rice. Matthew Joseph Richardson. Quinn Donald Burke Riesenberg. Thomas Eduardo Rincon. Matias Rionda. Birgitta Risa. Anaya Marie Rivera. Frey Rivera Soto. Christy Allison Rivera. Sofia del Carmen Rivera Blanco. Kian Pashapur Niku. Ian Robert. Alexa Lagis Robinson. Lily Robinson. Angel Robles. Daniela Nadir Rodriguez Sanchez. Daniela Eliza Rodesno Gomez. Aidan Bennett Rogers. Andrea Beatriz Rodriguez Hernandez. Natalie Maria Rodriguez. Veronica Walters. Lauren Sarah Felicia Rogers. Mark Philip Rogers. Irina da Graça Correia Rosa. Hannah Elizabeth Rounds. Pedro Ruiz Januario. Parker Francis Rush. Alex Michael Ryan. Lisbeth Quiero Rodriguez. Anthony Thomas Sacchetti. Reese Anna Sadler. Santiago Sáenz de Buruaga. Zere Sagadieva. John Vincent Saya. Mozart Caleb Sancia. Francesco Gabriel Salas. Nick Salio. Daniela Christine Sale. Connor Brian Salvatore. Sebastian Samos. Elmer Trinidad Sanchez. Alan Giovanni.
Felipe Gomez.
Eloisa Sanchez Casado. Jose Sanchez Naranjo. Lucas Luis Sapia. John Saralidze. Dominic Sarchioni. Nashat Sarkar. Alexander Wolf Sassaman. Sanjana Mary Satyavanthan. James Michael Scally. Peter Briggs Sharstein. Jayshell Nicole Schenk. Clara Marie Scott, Sargis Sedrakian, Masego Saleka, Natalie Serrano, Kyle Mart Sevim, Harrison James Seven, Arya Nimesh Shah, Dia Shah, Dorentina Shala, Ryan Sharaf, Eric Rimas, Aaron K. Sher, Rachel Batia Sharon, Mohammad Yusuf Shazad, Michael Thomas Shea Jr., Kirsten Nicole Shelters, Krish Sheth, Yasi Shi, Seichi Emilio Shinozaki, Siddhanta Shrestha, Chelsea Ann Siegel, Samuel Silva, Jamie Richard Symes, Zachary Edward Simpson, Aria Zan Sinapen, Olivia Grace Siracusa, Daniel Sirignano, Michael Andika Putra Sitepu, Riley Paulan Scarin, Robert Matthew Sluga, Samili Soros, Chase Alexander Sabinski, Cora Helen Soderquist, Jack Austin Sokos Drude, Jonathan Oscar Soto Colon, Pedro Ricardo Souza Silva, Richard August Spadalik, Konstantinos Georgio Spanolios, Ryan Sparrow, Emma May Spengler, Matthew Xavier Sparrow, Andrew Geary St. Hilaire, Daya Yolanda Mpera Samakula, Jake Steves, Lee Stefanatos, Braden Anthony Stellato, Zachary McDonald Stewart, Seamus Robert Sterling, Sabina Straminski, Odin John Strock, Henry Howen Sue, Charlie Charbel Sukar, Brenna Sullivan, Caroline Grace Sullivan, Grady James Sullivan, Ethan Sum, Jack Guido Suska. Sophie Ann Medina. Agnes Nicole Szymanski. Carmen Ta. Fiona Rose Tabor. Zach Tagliamonte. Ariana Tamili. Wyatt Talixon. Gabriel Tavera. Alec Paul Taylor. Matilde Teixeira Salgado Pinto Lopes. Sean Teotonio. Ellie Tesluck. Troy Nicholas Therian. Maya Eleanor Thibodeau. Rachel Rose Thelo. Andreen Anne-Marie Thomas. Aidan Byrne Thompson. Rosmirna Christie Thompson. Tyson Allen Thompson. Milo Thornton. Brendan Tidd. Dimitrios Ioannis Tiktapanidis. Emily Tineo. Jerry Takalich. Malachi Tomalonis. Sariana Grace Toro. Nicholas Anthony Torres. Aidan Toussaint. Alexander Monroe Trafton. Michael Christopher Trahan. Timothy Mark Tremblay. João Vicente Trius Cartafina. Casey Matthew Trodden. Joachim Tronstad. David William Tuccinardi. Ethan Hunt Tucker. Megan Marie Tucker. Brady Christopher Toomey. Caroline Kienle Ubert. Janvi Vaswani. Alejandro Obilius. Alder Marie Ulibari. Dimitri Rapi. Viktor Uzunov. Darlin Diana Omansor Alcantara. Ryan Greg Upson. Alexis Vale. Natalie Alexandra Vaccarano. Jonathan Ryan Vardaro. Maribel Bargis. Siddhant Vaswani. Annalise Riona Vaughn. Cecilia Marie Verska. Philippe Ruben Vieda. Francesca Ariel Villeneuve. Naomi Ngan Vo. Jiahe Wang. Nina Wang. Yiji Wang. Charles Alexander Ward. Nicholas Kenneth Warner. Charles Joseph Alexander Watson. Nicole Watson Gonzalez. John David Waters. Sarah Webb. Hayden Robert Weber. Trevor Godfrey Wagner. Alan M. Weiss. Troy Wetmore. Miles Alexander Whalen. Matthew Robert Whalen. Shangbin Wu. Eppo Yamagishi White. Leighton McKay Wilgozinski. Jaden Kai Wild. Jonathan Richard Wilds. Molly Elena Wildman. Dylan Wilner. Juliana Winograd. Zach Thomas Winship. Nolan Wolf. Joseph William Wright. Wenkai Wu. Jemper Morihe Wuisan. Drew Kelly Wyman. Terrence Shia. Christy S. Shu. Shiwen Xue. Helen Yak. Manya Yadav. Ahmed Zaki Yamani. Yuhao Chris Yan. Fan Yang. Max Yang. Ivan Yang. Jin Fan Yang. Sabrina Yang. Andre Ben Yardemian. Lauren Nicole Yates. Jade Ye. Cassidy Michaela Yeomans. Lucas James Zarember. Bowie Zhang. Michael Zhao. Renee Zhao. Edwin Zheng. Li Jen Sylvia Zhang. Zach Zimmerman. Francesca Ziobro. Jack C. Zocco. Stacia Nicole Zugabet. Amanda Iman Zo. Jenny Zhou. Callan Wu. Blessing Ojo. Jacob Zukowski.
Don't you love the excitement? President Cricht, it is our pleasure and honor to present to you the members of the class of 2026. They work diligently in the classroom and beyond to secure a Bentley education. With the support of the faculty and trustees of this institution, I am honored to present them to you now.
Will the degree candidates please rise and remain standing, if you're able? Your tassel should be on the right side of your cap.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Bentley University Board of Trustees, and by having reason of your having fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the faculty and the trustees, I proudly pronounce you graduates of Bentley University and holders of the degrees indicated with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, go forth and join the ranks of Bentley alumni doing remarkable things for their communities. Consequential challenges face all of us. Your Bentley degree comes with an opportunity to change the world for the better. We encourage you to seize the success that awaits you. Will all new graduates please take the tassel off your cap and move it from the right to the left? Congratulations to the class of 2026. With that, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, Bentley University's 2026 commencement is now concluded.
We would like to invite you all to a reception on the turf field after the graduates have processed out. Graduates, please remain in your row until your row is called. Thank you all, and congratulations.